Hey, I'm Ricardo Gamboa, or Ricardo Gamboa, and I'm the creator, writer, and co-director of Brujos. I also star in the series as Panfilo.
I'm Rashmi Restabaki. I'm a co-director here on Brujos.
My name is Robert Stockwell, and I am one of the 3 co-directors.
Brujos is a web series about 4 gay Latino doctoral students that are also witches.
And they find out they're being hunted by a group called the Scientists, who are descendants of the first New World colonizers, i.e. cis, straight, rich white men.
So some people say it's a fantasy series, but I call it a documentary. In the first 4 episodes of Brujos, we follow our characters as they begin to discover their powers and find out that they're the targets of the witch hunt. In the next 8 episodes that are coming out, they'll realize that they're not alone in their struggle as they begin to find other witches.
We're not alone. Think about it, Monet, Victor. We're not alone. There's got to be other witches out there with powers that are being hunted too.
Brujos is important because so many of us watching media, watching television, we don't see ourselves, and we're supposed to use our imagination to substitute ourselves into their stories and somehow assume that our trajectories should be the same. And they just aren't. With Brujos, we finally have the opportunity to open up what that means and learn that brown queer people can also be magical and be able to interact in the world just like the people that we normally see.
When I was a kid, the book I loved the most was The Gingerbread Man. And The Gingerbread Man, why I liked it the most, was the only book I had that had a brown lead character.
It's already bad enough that so often people like us, people of color, working class people, queer people, and people of other markings of difference don't see themselves in the media. But when we do, it's often in work that isn't given the most attention or the most resources. So much of what was so important about how we made these next 8 episodes was that it looked as good as we can do it. So that costs money. We often come from places where it's not there for us. So we're counting on our fans and our community to help us make this project.
There's a lot of things we need to fund to make sure that we finish 112, the season finale, make sure we do it safely, because we have a lot of fighting to do. We have to get a lot of people all on the same page in the same place at the same time on a roof.
With funding, what we hope to achieve is to make sure that every single person that peripherally was involved is paid.
These next 8 episodes are significantly cooler and bigger. They have a lot more kind of special effects with people disappearing, also all-out brawls and superhero action sequences.
We need to make sure that things are actually floating in the scenes and not connected to stakes. So.
Part of what's so important about Brujos is it's not a show that's just looking for better representation. It's a show that's looking for real revolution. And it's media that is trying to address themes and issues that are important in our time. I think of Brujos as a fairy tale of how we can all get free.